Leaders are connected. I've started a new team. As experienced as I am, and we are into decade number 3, starting a new team is still scary. While we work with good intention and want the best, there is an element of relying on the stars to align without a full moon as we pull our teams together. We live in hope that all that we do actually works out, that all that we planned is right. There are so many factors to forming a team and so many things that we can't plan for or control. After all, we're working with people, with humans. But there are things, I think, that are critical and core. Call it what you will, but probably 3 words that are at the heart of forming a team: connection, clarity, and strategy. Connection. Do you know your people? Do you have conversations with your team as people? Do you empathize? Are you present? Do you physically walk the building with the intent of connection and not inspection? Are you regularly in this? Do you stop to talk? Do you allow people to know you? Do you go into their spaces, not leaving the door open to your office and saying, "Come to me," but actually going to them? Being present, often, and creating a presence. And what presence do you create? Is it one of calm? Is it one of challenge? Is it one of confrontation? Is it one of connection? Number 2, clarity. Do you know what you want from your team? We talk mission and vision, but what does this mean? It is about purpose. Do you have a success criterion that unpacks that? You can hope for a great team, wish for a great team, but all the will in the world is going to get you nowhere if you don't have real clarity about where you are going. If you don't know, then how will your team ever get there? With this, clarity needs communication. Are you a communicator? Do you expect people to just know, or are you an over-communicator that borders on micromanagement? There's faults with both. I'm not talking about the flood of emails that hits email boxes at the end of the night when you have the time to catch up for the day. I'm talking about face-to-face and sharing your thinking. Telling people what is happening in advance, letting people know what you expect of them and what they can expect of you. Setting protocols, targets, goals, knowing how to connect, communicating in a way where your language aligns with what they hear. Regular, clear, and open messaging with clarity. And finally, strategy. Every decision should be strategic. Some people are born strategic, others learn the art as they see the impact, and others cry at the thought of strategy. Strategy is my thing. I just love it. My life is strategy. I get excited about new timetable software. It means a game of timetables, Tetris, and logic puzzles for a real life outcome. I think my love of strategy comes from a deeply embedded need to understand why. I've always been a why person, and then what and how. How do I make this happen, and what do we need to do? But it only works if I know why you want it. Why something is important and how it impacts. And then strategy steps in. It's about connecting the dots and making sure that one dot leads to the next path. Not stepping backwards and not doing what we already do in another shape or form, but rather thinking hundreds of steps ahead, clearing the path and pulling it together. Step back, look up, take time, and then create the clarity. Make decisions that you've taken the time to see this. We've taken the time to see the strengths and the gaps, and then you get creative and you start to strategize. Strategy can be creative, not just logic. So that's it. That's how you create a team. Creating connected, clarity, and strategic teams. Go for it.